Hello and welcome back to Game Start. I'm your host Bardic Knowledge, and we continue on with The Witcher 2 from 2 weeks ago. So there was a bit of a cutscene that I don't quite remember.
3,000 men, burnt to ashes in minutes.
I remember the stillness
this
when the news
random
reached
person.
Vengerberg, the palace, the
Stennis,
streets,
apparently.
the houses, the entire capital cloaked in silence.
The cries were here, every last man. I was somewhere beyond that hill, in the middle of the massacre.
What is your intention, Saskia?
I intend to
that's
stop
Saskia.
Eden from being sold.
We cannot afford a war with Henselt. We must parley.
Leave issues of war to me, Prince. Concentrate on King Henselt. Yarpen Zigrin claims he's short-tempered. Provoke him to strike, and we'll negotiate once the battle's won.
I still cannot fathom why the nobles betrayed us.
Spit on the nobles, Prince. They've meant nothing since the day my peasant force scattered them on the Diffney.
By the good deity Creve, my lord. The girl is a demon incarnate.
Firstly, the girl has a name. Secondly, she's the best commander I have. All others have betrayed me.
But she's a monster.
So she's pretty much the Jeanne d'Arc
Creve
here.
spoke to me in a dream. I saw a snake-like she-demon devour your heritage.
Silence, all can. We near the meeting place.
We shall sign everything, Your Majesty. As you.
We have guests. Welcome, Stennis, son of Demavend.
Greetings, Henselt. You seem at home in Edern. You are here, yet I do not recall inviting you.
Felot did so in your stead. I'm here at his behest. I've broken no truces or treaties yet.
Oh, is that so? Mr. Brogan, please escort Count Felot to a secluded spot and remove his troublesome head.
Don't you dare, boy. You're no king. Your father.
My father is dead. The folk still mourn him while you betray his good name and his country.
Your Majesty, I must request your protection. This young man has lost his mind.
Take him away.
Your Majesty, what of our agreement?
I need you no longer, Felot, now Stennis is here.
That sounds like Brian Blessed.
Anyone else wish to object? Wonderful. To the matter at hand, then.
Well said. I will show you my hand. I've over 200 armed men encamped nearby, enough to hold the fort for several hours. Another 5,000 battle-hungry lads await on the other bank. What say you to that?
In attacking Edern, you would break the provisions of the Peace of Sintra. All the northern kingdoms will be obliged to support me.
None will stand with you.
Radovid of Redania, the Dukes of the South.
You dream, boy. They're not to be counted on. And the treaty, I piss on it as do they. You are alone.
Not entirely.
I'll stay out of this, Saskia.
Well, well, she has a voice. Saskia, the Dragon Slayer. You're much prettier than they claim. You'll need to throw in the last two. Peasants should work the fields, not rebel and burn down the estates of their masters. It's to your advantage to give her up.
I'll not allow it. This land is under my protection. If no one else has the courage to stand up to you, I will. Listen well, King. You have 1 hour to quit Upper Eden with your forces. If you fail to do so, it's war. If but one Cadweni soldier remains on this land 1 minute past the deadline, it's war. You will instruct your heralds to proclaim around and about that you apologize to the people of Eden for this shameful incursion. Otherwise, it's war.
You've got balls, woman. My soldiers would call me a coward. Or a madman. I am Henselt of
that's definitely
Ardcarrig.
not
I'll
Brian
not
Blessed.
run from a woman, even a dragon slayer. That apart, you're a pretty fetching lass. I want this land. I want its gold. And I want you, dragon slayer. Grab them!
There, I just took out Bill Pencil.
Stop in the name of Krieg, Freyr, and Militale!
This fellow's the Kingslayer, isn't he? Oh no. Curious. Here I thought the king had been blinded slightly. Oh, that's not a good thing. What an unusual design for a belt. I have a feeling he just accidentally summoned some fair folk.
Hey!
That sounded like someone reversed a recording.
By the milk of Mother Creatrix's tits, Geralt of Rivia! And of the best company to boot.
Yarpen Zigrin.
It's been years, you old prick. It's great to see you in good health.
Geralt, staring as if you've seen a ghost. Muster up a hug for an old friend.
Geralt's head's not exactly on straight.
Ha! Meaning you truly did in Foltest. Fine by me. Foltest was a ploughing niggard and a niggardly plougher. You did right, Geralt.
Not the point. Geralt's lost his memory.
And I didn't kill Foltest.
Right. What's the difference? Someone did. Well, we've bigger problems now.
Where's Saskia?
Oh, aye. Why is this butcher here?
I've come with 100 archers, the best in the world. We're here to aid your cause.
Well, you'll need to wait. Saskia and Prince Penis, rather Skinnis, went off to parley with Henselt. Me and the boys are waiting in case something goes wrong.
And this is when you get... I think something's gone wrong.
The sun's gone dark. Call the sorceress!
I feel like you should have said that louder.
Come, Geralt.
Her armor design is ridiculous. Oh, revenants. Won't this be fun?
Saskia! Get Saskia! She must not die!
Are there? They just keep showing up. That didn't work. Ooh, a Draugr. Where are you swinging your sword, miss? I got this. Go after another one. Why aren't you shooting your crossbow back there? More of them. That must be the sorceress.
Philippa, she'll show us the way.
Dwarven, you've got some explaining to do.
My elders' blood. Wraiths.
Silver harms them. I'll cover you.
Margie, help me!
Shut up, one.
Oh. I guess I wasn't supposed to leave the circle. I didn't realize that. Hopefully it reloads me where I left off.
Saskia! Get Saskia!
Nope.
She must not die!
They got that one. And now for the Draugr. And then skip that.
Ow!
Philippa, she'll show us the way.
Okay, now I see the circle.
My elders' blood. Wraiths.
Silver harms them. I'll cover you.
Margie, help me!
Shut up, one.
Interesting. Taking some pretty massive damage from this field.
Guess they'll never learn.
Do I even need to do anything? Well, I suppose against the Draugr I probably should. Oh. I see. Okay, so I don't have to worry about the Knight's Wraiths. Just the ones that can hold the the owl in place. Because she can take care of the rest. You can take care of them quite handily. As soon as they enter the circle, at least. Interesting. That's what we were after. We really just have to take care of the raids that hold her in place while we're moving. She can take care of the rest. I feel like that line of raids, they don't like silver, let me do it, should have come when the first set of raids held us in place, instead of before we started moving. So that would have made a bit more sense, and wouldn't have had me running out of the circle without realizing what was going on. Curious though that some of them do manage to get through. The whispering in the background sounds like someone saying Sasha, which I don't think we've run into anyone by the name of Sasha in this entire series so far, so it's probably just meant to be ominous whispering. So, are we now in the Feywilds or something?
I hate flying through fog.
Ah, so you're Philippa.
Saskia, are you all right?
It's just a flesh wound. You and the Witcher, we owe you our lives.
I'm here to protect you. And you, Witcher?
I'm after a Kingslayer who kidnapped Triss Marigold.
And brought her here?
Is this an interrogation?
There are warrants on your head in Temeria, Kedwin, and Redania. And I'm responsible for Saskia's safety.
That's enough, Philippa. You told me yourself you thought him innocent.
Saskia, folk are riled. First the sun went out, then the squirrels arrived, now this fog. It's too much for the common folk.
True. Summon all the commanders to the meeting hall. Yorveth, give me some time. I must prepare them for your arrival. Witcher, Philippa, you must be there too. I wish to hear what we can expect from this anomaly and how we might be rid of it. Worry not, Yarpen. The legendary White Wolf and the equally famous Philippa Eilhart should have a remedy for several hundred rabid wraiths. I want to see all commanders in the council chamber. Philippa, that includes you and the Witcher.
You already
Cecil, the gates
mentioned
are
all
to
that.
remain shut until we're done. You'll answer with your beard if they open for any reason.
Dwarf threats.
Welcome to Vergen, Witcher. I'm Cecil Burden, the alderman.
Geralt of Rivia.
We've got a spare room at the inn. It's not much, but at least you'll have a roof over your head and a solid bed neath your ass.
Thanks, I could use that.
Scalen, show Master Geralt to his quarters, and visit Reverend Alkin's chambers on your way back to inform everyone that he has departed.
That is, that he died a hero, slain by the invaders.
Exactly. You see, Master Witcher? He's young but clever. We'll make a real dwarf out of him yet.
That sounded like a level up sound. Oh yeah. First things first. Upgrade that one. Then we'll go back and master this. Almost master this. And let's see. Where's Igni stuff? Right there. Looks like I'd have to go through the Quen stuff. But not much really I want off of that otherwise. Alchemy is not something I do that often. When poisoned, does that mean I'm poisoning them or they're poisoning me? I mean, presumably it'd be when I'm poisoning them, but swordsmanship is the one that I'd probably do most. Probably do a riposte next. But I do want to have all of that. Follow Scalen. Did it do it again? It looks like it did it again. Why does OBS keep dimming this window here? I want it to be there. Because then it matches properly. I just ran through the wall for a second there. Why does the camera keep twitching like that? Oops, did not mean to do that.
Look, another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm. Ants. I heard human women need only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies to puff up.
What an odd pathing. That's interesting. Just looking at the stats on the OBS bit here, and it looks like it says it's only been going for a minute, even though I've been going for almost a half an hour now. Wonder where that glitch is. So
this
my
shall be
room.
your chamber,
All right.
Witcher. They say Selkirk of Gullet himself slept in this bed before battle. Didn't bring him any luck, but at least he was well rested before he died. Need anything else? Thanks, Scarin.
Give you a tip if this was the sort of game that dealt with tips. Okay. Storing things will definitely help with my encumbrance issues that I keep running into. That stuff's all weightless. Drop off the trophies. Drop off anything over 5. Or 5 and over, rather. And this stuff is also weightless. Okay, I think that's everything. Then attend the War Council. Which presumably involves going back to the outside. I think I have to leave the inn altogether. The Vergen here is apparently a dwarf town.
Hello, Witcher. Go bump your woman.
Pardon my yawn. I keep forgetting. Use the keyboard to look at the map. Okay. Oh, that's right. I forget. Huh. How strange. Quest marker position looks to be in a completely different spot.
I don't know. So, you got it over. I'm on my way to
As according to the map,
I don't know.
this is the right area.
Well, I'll be plowed by a ferret.
Yeah. Witcher Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, you're a witcher like any other. Those swords, things of beauty.
Nothing special about them.
Ah, you're mistaken. Few know how to make a silver blade today. Fish eat me if I'm lying. And engraving runes is not exactly farting down a rain spout. I wouldn't mind a closer look at your swords. Care to browse through my wares?
Let's take a look at what he's got. Denian Red Sword. That's, I believe, better than what I've currently got. Crap. Some well-balanced daggers. I like this sword.
Elves, they talk of.
Oops, that was the wrong button.
We really showed them. Remember this, an elf's an elf, a dwarf's a dwarf, and no bandit will ever make a good soldier.
So you're not enlisting? I didn't say that.
Okay, so apparently this is not the area that I want to be in. Let's head on back down here.
One freak bigger than the next.
Stop dragging him and wrap him up!
Where might this war council be? Game's not really helping much.
Take care, what's up? Another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm. And I heard.
If not up there, then what about this way?
There goes the PC.
Don't try anything.
Ah, okay, so I needed to come in here. I was gonna say this looked like a temple, but apparently this is the council room.
You missed quite a scrap, gentlemen, and an opportunity to slay a monarch. There was a struggle and the prince was wounded.
You've all seen the magical phenomenon covering the battlefield. For any who still have doubts, this is no mundane mist, nor a petty fairground illusion. Most likely, we're up against a blood curse, an old and powerful spell. We do not know who cast it or why. For now, I have one piece of good news and several pieces of bad news. The good news is that Henselt and his army have been halted for the time being.
And the bad news?
The mist will grow. It may even engulf Vergen. Furthermore, wraiths may emerge from it.
Can they be made penitent? With an axe to the head?
In theory, yes. But I would suggest putting your faith in a silver weapon. Furthermore, the ghosts will weaken as they move away from the mist.
Is there any way to drive it off? Exorcise it?
A question for myself and Geralt of Rivia.
The Kingslayer?
Contrary to what old women at the wells say, he did not, in fact, slay any kings.
Course he didn't. Wouldn't hurt a fly, that one. Look at his eyes. You'll see he's the sensitive kind.
Whatever you may see in his eyes, few know more about lifting curses. Gentlemen, I do not require you to understand this phenomenon, but there are a few rules I insist you must follow.
Here we go.
No one is to approach the mist. It is mortally dangerous. In addition, we need to learn the story of the battle. For this, I especially count on the aid of Mr. Cecil Burden.
At your service, my lady.
Thank you. To lift the curse, we require some objects symbolic of the war. Ones belonging to those who perished here 3 years past.
Pfft. More scrap iron from that massacre lying about than lice in Cecil's beard. I thought curses were best handled with...
Please leave the thinking to me, Mr. Zigrin, and I'd gladly hear less from you from now on. The objects must be magically active and strictly linked to the ghosts of the fallen. That is all.
Let me be clear. You're all to aid Philippa and the Witcher. What are you grumbling about now, Yarpen?
It's something in my gullet.
Take a swig of wine. Now, to worldly matters. How many are we?
Saskia, you know well...
How many?
We dwarves are near 200, but don't judge us by our number.
1,000 peasants will come, though you'll get no precise count.
My lords,
53 knights and another 200 armed men. Not enough.
Henselt leads 5,000, 5 to 1 against us. What think you of that?
We are few, they are many, but we have our walls, low though they be. If we had archers, who knows?
Well, it's a good thing we've got Yorvith and his archers.
We have something better. Yorvith's elves. Scoia'tael. Gentlemen,
I know a
give
few
you
of you
Yorvith.
knew that he was already
What do you
coming.
seek here, murderer?
100 of the North's best archers await your orders, Dragon Slayer.
You wished for archers? Here they are.
I take no pleasure in fraternizing with elves. But even a shit-coated stick can be a weapon.
He burned down the villages of many in my horde.
The free peasantry is one thing, but a criminal with a price on his head in all the northern realms? This is too much.
Saskia, say the word and we'll depart.
Hear me out. Yorvith came to fight for me. I trust him, and I know that he'll stay the course. Just like each of you.
How could you know that? He's an elf. Treason runs in his veins.
He's been fighting humans for a century.
But for the first time in scores of years, his fight makes sense. The Scoia'tael know no peace. They've died for Nilfgaard, for the Valley of the Flowers, in vain. They've been betrayed and cheated. Now they have a new goal. The Pontar Valley could be the first state where no man would have to fear elven arrows when venturing beyond city walls. And elves and dwarves
Is she
wouldn't
getting
live in
quieter, or
ghettos
is that
or
just the
on
music getting louder?
First, however, we have a battle to win. You know who we're up against. It's a splendid army, brave and well led. They cannot be scared off or routed. They have to be killed. I want Yorvith to sit at the same table as we do. I want
Gonna
him
need more
to
chairs
kill
then.
Cadweni for us. And I assure you that he'll do so with a smile, if only you let him.
If I'm to see a smile on that skinny face, I'm in. Yorvith stays.
Bloody hell. Father's turning in his grave, but a must's a must. I say aye.
Nay, you killed my men, elf. Remember them?
If I hadn't killed them, they'd have killed me.
All right. For the sake of better times, and for Kedwin's doom, aye!
Down with the sons of bitches! Cheers!
And everyone toasts. You just hope the drink was... Yep. That's what I thought.
Poison! She's dying.
I have an
Take her somewhere
anti-poison
safe
potion.
and guard her with your lives. I'll gather what I need and join you soon.
I'll place my best warriors on watch.
Quickly, lads! A litter!
I mean, this potion will legitimately make you immune to all poison for like 5 minutes.
Cease casting spells.
Saskia, is she alive?
In a manner of speaking, I've slowed her life functions as far as possible. Her condition is stable.
Do you know the poison?
That's
Thaumadour,
interesting.
commonly known as mage pain. It has a terrible reputation.
An antidote must exist.
What can we do?
Treatment will require herbs, magic, and blood.
Not ordinary blood, I presume.
Correct. We require royal blood.
We could use
Interesting.
Lethal right now.
The nearest king is on the other side of the Mist of Wraiths.
You misunderstood me. It need not be the blood of a ruling monarch. It is the genotype contained in royal blood that is required. Kings issue from ancient dynasties. Over the ages, to survive, rulers needed exceptional resistance and strength. As royal dynasties rarely admit common blood, the strength of their genes remains great. I shall employ self-healing genetic therapy that will teach Saskia's body how to rid itself of the poison.
You'll have her drink human blood.
No, I shall inject it directly into her heart.
It feels weird to have this, like, very medieval-looking society and genotype and gene
what kind of herbs
repair.
I'll need a subterranean variety
Which is a little
of purple
disconnect.
foxglove, known to the dwarves as the Immortelle, and an elven rose of remembrance.
Huh.
Where will we find immortelles?
They grow deep beneath the earth, which should not be a problem as Vergen lies on top of a mine.
How will they help Saskia?
Mage pain wreaks havoc in internal tissues. The Immortelle will help restore them.
Oh, really, I should still have a bit that wreath of Immortelle from the first game.
Triss had a rose of remembrance. She claimed the flowers are exceptional.
Long ago, the Enshe who succeeded in cultivating the roses enjoyed great respect.
Times have changed.
As have elves.
There are no elven gardens nearby. We must return to Flotsam.
Triss has a rose of remembrance from Flotsam. It's her we need to find. What else do you need to heal Saskia?
Thaumadour is a self-perpetuating substance. Any incursion into a cluster of poisoned cells causes an immediate chain reaction. Each tainted cell that is removed is replaced by 10 new tainted cells. To interrupt this reaction, I'll need an ungodly amount of the power. A water or air genie, or one of the 20 legendary rings of power would be best.
One to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them.
Thought that's what those were referenced
And
to.
then I'll have to run barefooted to the top of a volcano.
All right. Let's forget the rings. I need a vast
Legitimate Lord of the
quantity
Rings
power,
reference.
No matter
I
the
was
source.
not expecting that.
Find something.
An immortelle, a rose of remembrance, royal blood and magic. Sounds like a fairy tale.
A poor one at that. No prince's kiss to top things off.
I wish it were a fairy tale, especially a poor one, as a happy ending would then be inevitable. May I count on your help, Geralt?
You may. What about the Battle of Wraiths?
I must first see if the spells keeping Saskia alive are in order. Then we'll consider how best to send the spectres to their rest. Actually, you could tend to that yourself. Ask the locals about the battle, and maybe you'll learn something.
In that case, I shall search for the poisoner.
I somehow knew that that was the glass.
Only Philippa Eilhart
that
may
Saskia, Shadows. I've forgotten her name already. That was the wrong thing. Journal. Saskia. Okay. Alright, so that's to do some arm wrestling. Alright. These are all important. I'm gonna stick then with some Immortelle. So off we go.
People of Vergen, we have a magical mist full of ghosts just outside our walls, so you'd better think twice before entering it. The mist, may the plague take it, threatens all manner of creatures. So anyone headed to the quarries or walking through the gullies should take exceptional heed. The squirrels that have made camp by the burnt huts are not our enemies, so says Saskia. So it is. Master Geralt of Rivia and Sorceress Philippa Eilhart will deal with the mist and the wraiths. And now, open the gates and get to work.
Okay. Find Zoltan at the inn. And this is the inn down here.
I must talk to you, Witcher.
What's going on?
I'm Elias, of Yorveth's commando. I have an urgent matter.
Tell me.
Men from Vergen have been disappearing for some time. We recently found some of their corpses, so it doesn't seem to be desertion.
Okay.
I need to see the corpses.
They're all buried.
Where?
Beneath a mound in the forest behind Vergen, but you shouldn't go there.
Why not?
Desecrating graves is a serious offense. The families of the dead will be furious.
What state were the bodies in?
They look gruesome. Nothing an elf would have done, nor a human.
Where did you find the bodies?
In different places, mainly in the burned village near the ravine that leads to the town.
Only men among the victims?
Young men, humans and elves.
I don't work for free.
You'll get your reward. Do well, and I may give you something more than coin. We're losing good men.
I don't know why my tie looks crooked. It's because my vest is crooked.
I'll see what I can do.
Alright.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the
Come on!
I think I've heard of you.
Told that story 1,000 times.
Don't be afraid of him!
Geralt, sit down. We haven't yet celebrated your raid into the mist. Sorry. Where are my manners? Sheldon Skaggs, veteran of the battles of Sodden and Brenna.
And all ends along the way.
You've already met Vergen's elder?
Greetings. Gentlemen, not sure about you, but my throat's parched from all these greetings.
Funny. Those were the first words out of your mouth.
Master Dandelion's right. Around for everyone! On me!
I'd gladly drink, but Saskia was poisoned and time was of the essence.
How can we help? Speak!
Have you ever heard of a plant called the dwarven immortal?
Have we? The pigs have tight arses.
To tell the truth, I've no idea, Skaggs.
It's just a saying.
You're the only one using it.
Witcher, the immortal. It appears most often near anthracite and aluminosilicate deposits.
Philippa needs it to heal Saskia.
A rare curie.
Aluminosilicate.
There's a mine nearby, and who knows? They might find it deep underground.
Why are you dwarves fighting for Saskia?
If I had a knack for business, I'd be sitting on my arse in my own inn, not giving a shit for this war. Well, what's my trade? Axe swinging. That's what. And if I could get killed, I'd rather know what I'm risking my neck for.
The woman's cuckoo, ready to spit in the Emperor's face even. But I have to admit, she knows all about warcraft. And damn it, she's right. Free Vergen, no matter if you're a dwarf, man, or mangy elf.
Do you hear him, Zigrin? Down on the elves already. And I bet he wouldn't sniff at 30 additional archers in battle.
Is the mine far?
Not at all. It's in Vergen itself, in the town's upper quarter.
You're eager for this expedition, but nobody told the Witcher that the mine was closed.
Closed? That's true. But it's long overdue a cleaning. Weed out all the underground shit.
What are you talking about?
Not a month ago, miners started disappearing. Must have tapped the wrong vein and woken some scum from the deep. We wanted to send a crew of stout fellows in, but Saskia said she needs all the soldiers she can find up top and ready to defend the town. We closed the shaft, fearing the filth would emerge and overrun us all.
Looks like we arrived just in time, eh, Geralt?
So it seems. Let's go.
Right on. With this crew, we needn't fear any monster. How about you, Sheldon? You coming with us, or staying around to get your fuck?
Another chance like this won't come around in a hurry. Fucking can wait. I'm with you.
Let's meet at the mine's entrance.
So vulgar. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised if medieval times were so blunt.
Nothing good in store for us. Nothing good.
Everyone has to open the door individually. Alright, that's at least two of them running in here, so this must be the right place.
We should get together for a good libation.
No, it's not.
The Witcher's on board. We can go.
Let's get to work, my bearded friends.
Open the shaft, Skags.
I wonder if you actually see any female dwarves in the Witcher
If you
series.
kill off those monsters, the whole of Vergen
And I do
will
mean
be
the
grateful.
games in that case.
I'm sure some coin would be found.
We'll keep that in mind, Cecil.
Don't want to
So,
pronounce it
Sheldon,
Cecil.
you opened the shaft yet?
Keep your pricks in your trousers. You can't just plough forward all the time. A mine is like a lover. You need to be gentle, so she accepts you nice and hard.
You and your music, Sheldon.
Okay. I'm guessing this is the mine. Or the way to it, anyways. Draw a sword just to be sure.
Poor son of a bitch. He almost got away.
I think I heard something.
Door after door, and oh my. So glad I grabbed crowd fighting. Not what I meant to do.
Damn carrier. That was close.
What was that?
Necrophages. With this many appearing, they must have a nest nearby.
Okay, well, before we get on that, drink a couple potions. Namely, cat. Yeah, we'll just do cat. Kinda want to do mongoose, but that tips me over on the toxicity a little more than I am comfortable with. So this should be helpful for spotting things. Let's see what the map has to say. Okay. Not quite as magical as the first game's map. And apparently I found
To arms.
torches. Oh, but you guys are slow. I defeated two of them before half of you got in the room.
The miners tried to collapse.
Okay, starting to run low on HP. Let's take some of this necrophage stuff and apparently a bit of iron. Mostly wanted to get some specifically from the big guy. Okay, according to the minimap, this area splits off from something right about here. But I can't actually get close enough to the edge to find out what. Key required, of course it is. this way then. I'm not sure why, but that particular bit of light felt slightly ominous. There's those down. Oop. Okay, so the search showed up a bit after I was expecting it to. Didn't get a whole lot out of that. Curious. What about this little room here? Locked. Alright. Map. So this way. Oh, hi there.
Wonder how many more.
Sorry, I drifted up for a moment there. Been an interesting day. Spent the last, like, 4 hours playing Magic the Gathering with some friends. Did I get turned around? I got turned around. But that's okay, that's not the direction I was supposed to go anyways. I was aiming for something over here. Right? No. Down this way. There we are. Because I'm not seeing much of anything in this lack of lighting, so I better take another tap. Okay then. Hey, another level. Collapse the breach using beehives? How does that work? Forgot for a moment I needed to roll away from that. Superb heavy leather trousers. Really? No, not bad. We'll wear them. Balin. Oh, don't tell me. Balin's journal, first fragment. Work is going as planned. Seems you're going to dig even deeper. And this is the map that I've been looking at. But I have a feeling this whole time is going to be full of Lord of the Rings references. After all, Balin is one of the 13 dwarves that Bilbo joins. The map update for the map I found does not appear so. But it looks like there's an area I didn't quite finish exploring. And then left. So that's why I didn't finish exploring it. I didn't have the key for it yet. Kinda got stuck between a rock fiend and a hard place. Get away, get away, get away. Okay. So that was this area. That's about where I came from. Sorry.
How many more can there be?
Plenty. Don't think there's anything particularly special in this area, but we explored anyway because we're gamers. Which actually just reminded me of a scene in a show I only recently started watching. My Next Life as the Villainous, All Routes Lead to Doom. It's a fun show. The main character is part of a... basically has several people fall in love with her, and she is completely oblivious to all of it because she's so concerned with not being killed as the Villainous that she reincarnated as. And there's a scene that's apparently anime only where her class is doing a dungeon crawling test. Like the test is actually to go through a dungeon and find a specific item. And there's a moment where they come across a riddle that's supposed to lead them in the right direction, and her first thought is, okay, if the correct direction is to go west, then we'll start by going east because there might be treasure in that direction. And that's when I knew whoever was doing the script for the anime was a gamer, because that's what you do. If you know which way is correct, go the other way and see what's there. Ah, more stuff from Balin. Middle shift key. Balin's Journal 2. And a second map. Okay. Let's keep going this way a little bit.
Right.
Collapsed tunnel.
That should do it.
Alright. Presumably I should have done that in the place we found the first set of Balin stuff. Oh well, hindsight. I'll probably head back over there after a while. Okay, map. Need to turn around and go the other way. Door unlocked. This must be the middle shift key. Or the middle shaft. Ooh. This is interesting. matter how many times you ask that, Geralt, there will always be more, because this is a video game. And get away, get away. And it burst. What is this? The winch of some kind. Interesting. So, standing here in the sunlight or moonlight, whichever it is. Okay, so what I'm hunting for is down that path, but what's down the path I'm standing in front of? Is it locked? It is not. Balin's third map and journal. Fly, you fools! Durin's Bane. Too deep we delved. So many Lord of the Rings. Oh, it's beautiful. There is just way too much Lord of the Rings references in this. It is hilarious. Yeah, I'll take that. Some elemental stones, those might be handy. Ooh, diamond dust. And I'm guessing down here is another tunnel to lock? Or no, it's just a dead end. Alright. I have to say I was not expecting all this Lord of the Rings when I started playing today. Oh, hello. I have to see if someone's done Witcher Lord of the Rings fanfiction now. Wouldn't be surprised. There's practically fanfiction of everything somewhere out there. Okay, which path did I go down? Okay, I did not go down the correct one. Good. Trap. Another steel trap. Or, not steel trap, bear trap. Thinking of, however, do need to equip one of those. Oh, I walked around. Oh, good lord, they are everywhere. There's a fire on the other side of this. I wonder what it's for. Traps everywhere. Yeah. Apparently Balin was a very paranoid sort of fellow. Now if this has drums in the deep in it. I, Balin Ferguson, record these words in the event I should die, for I should be recognized by name. It's 4th day since I hid in this branch of the shaft. Separated from the monsters by traps, I am safe, but how long will I survive without water? Okay. So no drums in the deep on that front, but I can use that key eventually. Nothing doing on the winches there, though. So I guess being stuck in a room as monsters all around, good reason to just lay down as many traps as possible. It's just especially annoying because they can't actually do any damage to me. My armor is too strong for that. Okay, no storeroom over here. last trap. And I believe he said that the storeroom wasn't too far from where he was, so it's probably down this way. Like right there.
Medallion's telling me something.
Curious. I wonder what that's about.
Smell that? Could you break wind? Oh, if I had, you'd be begging me to kill you. This place.
They're here.
Of rotting corpses.
Oh my. Boulevard. See if I can keep it flinching. Yep, looks like I can keep it flinching.
Let's grab what we need and get out of here.
1 of 3 Boulevard knowledge is gained. Definitely gonna want to get that. Interesting, I said Boulevard when I was focused on it, but it says Boulevard. Otherwise, I'm gonna get as much of this as possible. Never know when it might come in handy. Running, running, running. Then, whoop. Herb, heavy leather trousers. Yep, better than these superb studded leather trousers. Okay, that was it. It was 9 rings for the mortal kings. 9, 1, 7, 3. Yeah, 20 rings of power. Can hit stay underground.
Always have to unearth shit.
Remember the Mahakam crisis in 1229?
Sure. Bloody bungalows cut through to the only underground lake beneath Mount Carmel.
Once from the wall, it took 200 men.
Losing a plague that killed 2,000 more miners and a famine.
Core mining collapse. 4 years.
You know your mining, Zoltan?
Once here and there, even wanted to open my own mine, but
Okay, now
no
what I
small
was
means for
thinking. Journal. So I got one thing. So now I need... So for this... Was Remembrance, Dragon's Dream, Immortal, and Royal Blood. No, they didn't mention Dragon's Dream before. Let's talk to Stennis. But it looks like I should have taken that quick warp out. So I'm pretty sure there was something else to be done. only I could remember what it was. Didn't roll in time. Okay, I've been through here before then. Yes. That's the path to Balin. Yeah, this is the way I need to go. I wonder, are there actually any places left on the map in this that I haven't quite explored? Because it doesn't look like it. I have a feeling I want to go down that path there. Because I think that's where I encountered a locked door. Oops. It'd help if I were actually at the door before I hit X to open it. Amethyst dust, huh? Don't I have a bunch of that already? Oh well. If I did, I've got more now. Let's see. Go through here. Wiped out of enemies. It always struck me as a little unfair that red is the color of the bad guys, really. Because red's one of my favorite colors. Okay. What I was thinking of is that the very end of this passageway, especially as it seems I cleared this passageway out. Way up, way up, way. Out of the way. I still got poisoned. Oh, that's right, they collapsed the shaft. That's what happened here. Okay. So I feel like there was one more spot that I needed to collapse that I poked my head down but then failed to actually do anything with. Map. I think I need to go left. Yeah. Really hate that the minimap rotates. I would need to go down this left path and then the right path first. Like that needs bigger range. Alright. That'd make for an interesting mod or whatnot. Have Witcher 2 with Dark Souls gameplay Like properly Dark Souls. Okay, I don't think this is the area I was thinking of. Mostly because it doesn't look like there's anything I have to collapse. Plus, you know, running into new stuff generally means I haven't been down the way that I went. So let's go down the other way. Apologies. Is this the storage area? Can't be, I've already been in here. But this could be the area that I need to collapse the tunnels in. Okay, so nothing in this area looks like. Nothing to seal here. So then I guess we have to go in here. Yeah, this must be the storeroom in question.
Chests those are.
I wonder what's inside.
Quite a bit of iron ore. It'll hopefully be saleable. And they said chests, but I only see one chest. Robust sword of Dol Blathana. That is legitimately far better than the sword I've currently got. Alright. Even better than this robust meteor sword that I just found the diagram for. Alright, so... I still wonder, it feels like there should be one more tunnel. Yeah, there is. And unfortunately the map isn't telling me where. I'm gonna guess over here. No, I was already this way, I think. But there's still a red dot on the map. Okay, let's, can I meditate in this area? Yes. First, character development. Finish off that tree. And then over here, over a post. And then drink a cat potion. Oops. Drink. Cat. Drink. There we go. And that should help finding my way around down here. Yes, no tunnels to be collapsed in this area. Placement of these cauldron torches may be good enough for dwarves, but not good enough for witchers. At least not witchers without cat potions. May as well do all the lighting I can, why not? Still two enemy combatant looking dots. This is to the already collapsed tunnel, isn't it? Yes. Means I need to go another way. Actually, let me Google Witcher 2 nest locations. Okay, this shows 4 of them. Unless number 1 is the entrance, which it looks to be. Yeah, that's the main entrance. So I think I did that one up there. Yeah. According to the map I just queued up, this is where I need to go. Yep, here we are.
How many more can there be?
Almost forgot to get out of the way there for a second. Collapse tunnel. Geralt, move. Oh, I'm not rolling because I didn't pull my sword out. Because apparently you have to be in the middle of combat to do a dodge roll. Alright, and now the way out, where I need to go, this way. Alright. And done with that.
Right, Geralt. Looks like it's all over.
Thanks for your help, Zoltan.
Say nothing of it.
Enough yapping. Time for some vodka.
First, I want to see if my fuck date's still waiting.
Just don't strain yourself. It takes energy to drink with us too, you know.
That was interesting. Okay, so now I have to figure out where Cecil is. Okay, he's not far. According to this, he should be in here. Right? Pop the map back open just to double check. Nope. Oops. That off. Yeah, that's about what I thought on that front. Says he's over there though. More likely he's at the inn. Yeah, that's locked. So let us go to the inn. More of what I already picked up in the mines. And saying in the mines just reminded me of a delightful song that I'm sure a good number of people are familiar with, called Diggy Diggy Hole.
Don't try anything.
Okay.
Hello, Witch.
So, in. Don't know if he's actually going to be in the inn, but sometimes the only way to try it is to find out.
Let me tell
Look,
you about
another one.
Fell
You let one human in, and in no time, you've got a swarm.
Barnabas the Grumbler. Dandelion, Yarkin, Zoltan, Knut, Olaf, Viz. Okay, these are the humans. Albrecht, Balin, Gordon, Nelson,
One freak bigger than the next.
Ostrom, Rudy, Caleb. Something tells me he's not actually down here.
Let me tell you about the villain
What would be unusual is if you return home sober for once. You won't
Sheldon.
trick anybody around.
I may have to Google his location too. Why not? So, Witcher 2, Cecil Burden, location. On the far right region of Vergen. Okay, so yeah, this is his house then. Is to the right of the big sealed doors. Means that I apparently managed to make it into his house, only to not find him. Let's see then. Should be this location. If I read things correctly. Yep. He's up here in bed.
We killed most of the necrophages.
Most?
The passage to the lower level collapsed. They won't get out. In time, they'll die off and you can restart work.
Thank you, Witcher. The whole of Vergen thanks you. Here's your coin. Shive, Skaggs, and Zigrim will get the same.
Thank you. Let's see, we're at 3:30. I think I can go for another 15 minutes or so. But let's go talk to Stennis. See if he'd be willing to help his friend out. Well, that might be too much of an assumption that they're friends. His greatest general, then. I really do get some Jeanne d'Arc vibes from her. This way. He's apparently right here. Probably also asleep because it's nighttime. Oh no, alright.
Pray tell, what compels you to disturb the Prince of Edirn, Witcher?
I have a few questions.
And you believe I should answer them instead of setting my dogs on you?
I think your Royal Highness has enough foes. Here, abroad, in Vengerberg.
The intricacies of succession are not something I wish to discuss with an itinerant monster slayer.
Let's see.
I'm trying to figure out where this fog came from. What exactly happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt's mages committed mass murder. A dark day for the knighthood and all people of honor. But it was honor that allowed us to survive. There was no defeat, no victory. Honor stood against wickedness, virtue against black magic.
You took part in that battle?
My father stayed in the capital. He was to defend Vengerberg.
Oh, hello.
I took to the field.
My steel sword is
I wanted to
better.
stop Henselt before he crossed the
My
Pontar.
silver sword is the same one I started with because I haven't found
So
any
I
better
decided
yet.
to await him at Vergen. Henselt's army was exhausted.
I did
He
just
would have
find
triumphed
a
if not for
very
that
good
heinous
sword
act.
in the Dwarven
Henselt had
mines.
mages with him, and they cast a treacherous spell on the entire battlefield. A fiery rain fell from the heavens. Destructive, murderous embers which brought the battle to an end. I gathered the few survivors and withdrew deep into the country. The soldiers were terrified, but Henselt showed no desire to pursue.
Only a master mage could have cast such a powerful spell, and I suspect he could not have accomplished it alone.
I remember Sabrina Glevissig. Through the flames,
Such
I saw her
interesting
observing
names.
the carnage from her mount, dressed in a hunting suit. Straight-backed, dispassionate.
Sabrina. If I remember correctly, she's Henselt's advisor.
Was. Henselt condemned her to death for casting that spell.
Hmm.
The Kedwenis roasted in their armor, just the same way the Edirnians did. You know what struck me when all hell broke loose? What I found astonishing and even amusing?
Everyone
Going into
worked
battle,
together
we
to get
sang
out.
our Edirnian songs. They intoned their Kedweni hymns to Creve. But when fire descended from the sky, our cries of pain were no different. We all wailed as humans. For an instant, the magnitude of the tragedy brought together our two warring nations.
I still have no idea where the spectral fog came from.
I'm afraid I don't know either.
Okay.
I need royal blood.
As you know, I've yet to be crowned.
But blood of your royal ancestors flows through your veins.
True, but that doesn't mean I'll shed a drop for some vagabond. Are you a witcher or a vampire?
I need it to save Saskia.
I need you to live. Don't bother me with such audacious proposals.
You don't need all of it, do you? Rumph. Alright, moving on. So, journal. I apparently need to wait for things to unfold. Let's find out about this one. And from what I saw when I did that quick bit of Googling, Philippa's house is near Cecil's. Cecil's. I can only think of Cecil when I read his name. It was the same way with Cecil Harvey from Final Fantasy IV. And then come to find out later, actually, it's pronounced Cecil. And it just does not sound right to my ears. I'm in the wrong area, aren't I? Yes, I should be through this tunnel. Ooh, cutscene. Best not enter. Okay, that's about what I expected. Still, probably leave them to it. Or, you know, knock. Like someone polite would.
What is it, Witcher?
Who is that girl?
Was?
Cynthia,
She was sitting right there
a
on the
leashed
bed.
sorceress.
A charming expression. Do you also use muzzles?
Leash means a connection between a sorceress and her assistant. An unfortunate term, I admit, but it explains how things are. Cynthia can tap my power, use my spells. She's a conduit. And she's learning along the way. It's convenient, and except for the name, not derisive at all. But you're not here to talk about Cynthia.
I found an immortelle.
Excellent.
10, in fact. Hey, I'm not
You
done with
wanted
this
to
conversation.
discuss something.
Because we also need to talk about this.
You said we'd need a magical object to cure Saskia. Any ideas where I might start looking?
Magical items do not grow on trees, as you know. Luckily, this area has a long history. There's the Battle of Wraiths, the site of Sabrina Glevissig's death and suffering, the abandoned mines.
I was hoping you'd be specific.
I won't ask you to traipse around with a divining rod, but please try to be a little inventive. Ask the locals, that's always a good place to start. I dare say Alderman Burden knows every last stone in the area. Maybe you should see him.
You gotta keep going back and forth
You
on that
wanted
one,
to
apparently.
discuss something.
Yes, let's do this
I'm
one.
looking for Triss. Letho forced her to teleport near Vergen.
Letho?
Foltest's killer, perhaps Demiven's too. Will you help me find her?
Certainly. We sorceresses must stick together. We have too many enemies.
Triss contacted you through Sheila de Tanzerville's megascope while in Flotsam.
And I haven't heard from her since.
Can you locate
That's
her?
because of Letho.
The megascope responds to a person's aura. If I had something of hers, I could find her. You were close to her. Maybe you have something.
No, I don't have anything.
Not good. Wait. A local drunkard claims he saw a redhead fall out of the sky. This could be a lead.
Huh.
There are many redheads.
Perhaps they're just drunken delusions. It's possible, however, that an unstable teleport ejected Triss near the town.
As it's our only lead, I'll talk to this drunkard. Do you know him?
I'm not used to associating with drunkards, but you'll likely find him in the inn.
Thank you.
Name?
Come back as soon as you learn anything.
Did you have a name of him at some point? Apparently not. Okay. This way to the door, I guess. I think. Where is the door? There's the door. Yeah, surprising how rude Geralt is. He didn't even knock, he just walked right in after hearing moaning. I mean, yeah, I was pretty sure it was just a massage because most people would presume otherwise, but still. Okay, I'll admit, I did presume otherwise for about half a second before I realized that it was more likely a setup for something else as soon as Geralt opened the door.
Saskia needs help, Cecil. Philippa can produce an antidote, but she needs a magic artifact to do that.
Would you like a fern and a dancing worm to go with it? Listen, I don't know about magic, but there is a place, as long as I can remember, it's been of interest to sorcerers. They say it's a very strong intersection. Look for magic there.
Where exactly is there?
Seek out the ruins in the forest beyond Vergen. There's a place of power there. You can't miss it. Why so glum? Saskia's a tough girl. She'll bounce back. Keep your head up.
Thanks, Cecil.
No, Witcher. I thank you. Save that lass, and you'll save my town.
Okay. So, with that being my next goal, and a tendency to easily get lost, I will head in the direction of this place of power. Okay. I think I've got a good route mapped out in my head. When I get near the exit, I'll sign off for the night. Okay, and from here... well... up from here. I guess I did go a bit of the long way around, but I'm going to chalk a lot of that up to the rotating mini-map, because that is a very silly thing to do. Interesting, my pendant was flashing. The old gate.
I'm watching you.
Good for you.
The
The leader, though clad like a soldier, had a feminine face to stir awe.
Okay, so there we are. This is where I will end for the night. I have plans to do more, then go back to doing more than once a week sometime soon. Probably not this week, but more likely the next. We'll see how things pan out. But till the next, live well.